Hey everybody, it's Two Sheds Gabby. It is on a Sunday night, and I probably should already be in bed, but I just wanted to get a couple of rolls cracked open before I did go to bed. What's going on? We got our cat over to our new house. Actually, tonight is the first night we're going to sleep in the new house. It's not ours yet, but I think everything's going well. The closing for the other house is supposed to be in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. And the cat, he was really nervous at first. He jumped out and walked around the property and stayed away from us for a little while, but I'll show you a couple little clips. He finally started settling back in, and here we are at our new location, and boy, he was freaked out at first. We brought him over here in a carrier, which he got my wife pretty bloody getting him in there. And he took off and just walked around the backyard and smelled everything. He was just really nervous for a while, but he's starting to get comfortable here, I believe. I hope he'll stay overnight while we're in there sleeping. We're just sitting out here with him for a few hours, letting him get comfortable. I'd say he's getting pretty calm now. Wanted to be with us again, so that was kind of fun. Let me get a couple. Oh yeah, this is every week I go and get 2 boxes of halves and 1 box of pennies. Out of the last 3 weeks, one of them, the box was a 2023 Philadelphia, and then this week it was all 2022. It's the first time I've ever gotten those, but this is the box that I got last week, and even has a wheat penny in there, so that's kind of cool. We'll start opening this guy, and then I'll open a few more rolls, probably go to bed, and then we'll get back to it tomorrow afternoon or something like that. So this first Wheatie is a 1951. It's in pretty good shape too, but it's a good way to start. As always, my goal is to get 10 wheat pennies and 3 pounds of copper, and anything else that comes along that is fun is very welcome. I do have my scales today. Actually, I have both of them here, and I actually know where both of them are. This little boy said to his dad, "Dad, do trees poop?" I said, "Well, son, where do you think our number 2 pencils come from?" Hey, cool. So this row also has a Canadian 1976. That's cool. 98% copper. We'll love finding those. It's a pretty good start. I'll probably weigh a few of the 83s if they look like they might be something. Yeah, my wife's already in bed, and the cat was still just lounging on. We brought over all of his, the same feeding cups and the couple of a table and chair that he usually sleeps on. Tried to make everything as normal. I don't know exactly what a cat thinks, but we would try to make things as normal as possible. And we left him out there lounging in his chair, and we hope that he's there in the morning. Here is the 4th roll, and this is Canadian penny number 2. This is a 12-sided. 1989. I'm still in the process of trying to take care of my cousin's estate, who passed a month or 2 ago. And in the morning, I'm going to go to his bank and get some information from them and show them my paperwork that I've got all things ready. And I'm hoping that we're going to close on the house that he had and stuff like that. Plus, I'm hoping to, 82. Plus, I'm probably going to take some coins, $50 back to a couple of bank branches tomorrow. First thing I got to do is get up in the morning and see if my cat is still there. Right at the end of the 6th row, and I found wheat penny number 2, 1956D. I saw a penny a couple days ago that had Biden on the front, and on the back it said no cents. Pretty interesting, pretty good looking coin. If they sold those as copper coins, it'd be kind of cool to get a hold of a couple. Hey folks, I'm in my 11th row, and here is wheat penny number 3. Going pretty good. I guess the copper's been pretty good. 1941. Cool. If you've been keeping up, silver is back up to over $31 now. It had dropped below $30. Copper had dropped down to about 2.8, 3 or 6 cents per penny in value, and it is back up to 2.93, so it still hasn't gotten back to the 3 cents value per penny, but it'll get back up there and more and more. Copper. Well, I'm in the 19th row, and here is wheat penny number 4, a 1953D. I was sitting there thinking that I'll probably just go ahead and get through half the box and go to bed and finish the rest up. Damar. Anyway, this morning it was kind of cool. I attended church service like I always do. And our regular young preacher fella has left, and he's gone off, somewhere else. And we've got a couple of people scheduled that are going to come and fill in for us. And that's what happened this morning. Young man with wife and 3 little girls named Matt. Hold on. Okay. Now, the little girls aren't named Matt. The man is. And I held the door open as he was coming in and introduced myself. And he told me his name, Matt. And that's all I heard. I didn't hear a last name. And a few minutes later, I'm sitting in the pew with my wife, and she overheard him telling somebody his last name. She says, "Did you hear that? His last name?" And it was a name that I recognized. And so I jumped back there and I said, "Hey, are you happen to be kin to so-and-so with that last name?" "Oh, look, there's a 2009. This is my 3rd one." And all of them have been in pretty good condition, too. Anyway, he goes, "Yeah, that's my dad." I'm like, "Oh, my goodness." I said, "I've known him since from way back, him and your mom, too." I said, "Yeah, we used to party together." I don't know if he liked hearing that or not, but, it's just the way life was back then. But it was so cool to catch up with him and talk about family and stuff. That was really neat. And he's not a regular preacher, nothing, but, he just did a great job. Just really good lesson. Totally cool. I think he's going to come back until we find a full-time preacher. I think he's going to come like once a month. Look forward to seeing him again. I was so sore this morning from moving everything. This is not my month for song leading. I was pretty glad. Our song leader, he's got bad knees. He's older than me, and he has me put his songs up on the board for him because he just can't hardly get up there. just, I'm going to throw this out there. If any of you guys or gals ever have any Bible questions, throw them my way and I'll see what I can do. 82. I've been studying the Bible for a bunch of years, and if you got a question, I'll try. I don't know everything, that's for sure. Well, this is the 25th roll, halfway through the box at the end of this roll. And here's another Canadian. It's the third Canadian. 1981. I've only got 4 wheat pennies, so hopefully if I don't find one in this roll, that I'll find 6 in the second half and still get my 10. Would be cool. And the copper's, you know, pretty on par, I think, for a good shot at getting my 3 pounds. It's just a decent box, you know, so far. Oh, about 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, I met the owner of the house I'm buying. It's my cousin. And he was up here getting some of the personal belongings. We had taken all that we'd come across and stuck them back in one bedroom. He was just going to stick around for a couple of days and go through some of it and decide what he wanted to keep. And then head back home. He lives down in Florida. He flew up and rented a car to take stuff back. And he came in while we were going through some stuff here one day, and he had 2 rifles. He had a 22 rifle bolt action and a 20 gauge shotgun. Longest barrel I've ever seen in my life. I don't remember what brand it was, but he goes, "You want those?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's awesome. You can have them." I said, "Well, thank you. That's amazing. I appreciate it." Anyway, I think it was the next day. He was going to head out pretty early. In fact, it was on a Sunday, and we weren't going to be around. We were going to be at church services, obviously. And he said he had to head out that morning. And he called me that afternoon. Copper. And he goes, "I'm in Atlanta." "How's it going?" He says, "Well, bad traffic, but that's normal." Anyway, he goes, "I have an apology to make." I'm like, "What's that?" He said, he goes, "I was going through the stuff." He said, and I came across a picture of my brother. His older brother had passed away several years ago. He goes, he's wearing a hunting vest, holding that shotgun. He goes, and then a few minutes later, he goes, "I found the vest in the closet." He goes, "I just had to take the shotgun." I'm like, "Hey, it's your rifle. You know, you don't have to apologize to me." But anyway, I did not mind at all. I'm glad he's got it. And I still have that 22. Maybe I need to clean it up. It's been sitting around for quite a few years. But I'm looking forward to getting out and shooting it a little. Good morning, everyone. This is my first roll, actually. I opened, I've already been up and had my coffee. But the first roll I opened, found a Wheatie, so that's cool. Maybe we'll get my 6 and get the 10. Get the 6 in the second half for my 10 for the box. 1956D. Well, there's number 5. There's 5 to go now. Well, sad news. I mean, it's not the end yet, but got up this morning and we have not found the kitty. He's wandered off. Hopefully not for good. He did eat the rest of his food that we had put out for him after we came in last night. So he knows where his food is, so that's good. Maybe he'll just roam around something and come back. There's me a Canadian. Cool. 1960, no, 57, nice. Well, that's cool. All right. I like finding those. We have so much work to do around here getting organized. There's still a lot of stuff left from the house that we took over, we didn't get everything out. So now we're trying to combine our household plus the stuff that we hadn't gotten rid of. Some stuff is just going to have to go. I can tell now that see, I'm sitting in front of this window here. I got these curtains, dirty curtains closed. But the lighting coming in from there is combating against my lighting. And it's wreaking havoc. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to change this pronto, because this is not going to work. I'll finish out this row. Yeah, that's not going to work at all. 82. Pretty nice. Here at the end of the third roll, I found another Canadian. Cool Beans. 1968. That's 5 Canadian. My wife just looked out the back door and didn't see the kitty, but is that 82? 5. But some food was missing that we had put in his bowl, so hopefully it was him and not some other. We'll keep watching for him. Okay, now in the fifth roll, we have Wheatie number 6, and it's a 1940, looks like, Philadelphia. Nice. Give me about a week or so. Still got a lot of going back and forth and getting stuff from the other house and probably some stuff out of storage, but I'm hoping that I can sit down here and organize my coins and how I want to have them stored and put away. And I'll show you how I've done it. And not that it's anything special, but just to kind of give you an idea of how I'm doing things. I bought just a ton of penny and nickel 2x2 flips. And I'm going to put a lot of the really nice copper pennies that I have saved. I've still got them in a little jar, and I've got to get them put in flips, and I've got a little case I'm going to put all of those in. Plus, my friend in West Virginia has requested I'm going to send him. He just bought a collection from a neighbor, lots of pennies and nickels, V-nickels and Indian head and Buffalo, and so he's asked me to send him a bunch of flips, and I think he's got a bunch of dollar ones that he's going to send me, that I'll use those for some of my half dollars I need to save away. Roll number 8 in the second half, and here is Wheatie number 6. Let's see what year we got. 57D. Okay. Wheatie number 6. Did you know that the first French fry wasn't cooked in France? It was cooked in Greece. My wife says that I have 2 major faults. Number 1 is I don't listen, and I didn't hear the second one. The next roll, and I found another Canadian. I believe this is the 6. This is 1979. So I'm going to try to get finished up going through the pennies this morning. I'll get the video made later and edit it, that is. But I'm going to take off to my other house and get some more stuff. And I think I'm going to shower there one more time since I haven't tested this one out yet. Right at the end of the 12th roll, I find another Canadian 12-sided copper. The last roll I found a Canadian, but it was not copper. We're now up to the 15th roll in the second half, and here is Sweetie number 8. I don't remember if I said 7 on the last one or not. Who knows? We'll get to that. But this one ain't in real good shape. It is a 1956. That's Wheat Penny number 8. So, you know, this looks like it's going to be a pretty standard box. I think I'm pretty close on the way to the 3 pounds. I'm sure it'll be real close if it's not. But, and I'm 2 away from having the 10 Wheat Pennies. I got a handful of Canadian. So, you know, it's just a good box. It's nothing to shout out about or anything. But I can do that. That was kind of my goal all along. If I can keep getting 3 pounds in each one, shouldn't have any problem getting my 260 pounds for the year. Right here at the end of row 17, I find Canadian number 7, 1978. Very nice. Well, just 2 rows to go after this row, and I'm at the end of it almost. This is Canadian penny number 9. This is a 12-sided 94. I'm still only at the 8 Wheat Pennies, so it's looking pretty slim that I'll get my 10 in this box. Life goes on, that's okay. I still hope to get my 3 pounds. That would be nice. The next roll, and I find my 10, number 10 Canadian, 1977. 1 roll after this one. Be cool to find at least 1 more Wheat Penny. I think I'll see another Canadian back there. Yep. 12-sided, 1985. That's 11 Canadian. Just 8 wheat, though. Well, I have finished the box. I just ended up with the 8 Wheat Pennies. I got 11 Canadian copper pennies. 5 or 6 of the 2009. The last couple I found weren't in as good a condition as the first few I found. But anyway, here's the moment of truth. I have my pennies, today's copper, ready to weigh, and let's hope we got our 3 pounds. I think I did. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Way over. 3 pounds, 11 ounces, or about 10 ounces. That's really good. I'm pretty tickled with that. So that makes up for the extra 2 wheat I didn't get. Pretty good. I'll add this to the other stuff and show you here what I've got. Well, here's where I'm at, folks. All of these, except this one, is full. And this one, I put today's copper in it, and that brings it up to 10 pounds. So that puts me at 145 pounds so far for 2024. And that leaves 115 pounds for my goal of 260 for 2024, which I think that means I'm doing pretty good. I'm in line if I can keep doing what I'm doing. The last few weeks have been slow, but hopefully I can pick back up the pace again. Plus, I've gotten 2 boxes in the last few weeks that are new. That didn't help anything, but that's okay. The reason I'm going for the 260, if you don't know, is because I already had 240 before the year started. And that will put me at 500 pounds of copper pennies. And that's my goal. I don't know what I'll do after this year. I just want to get through this year, get my 500 pounds, and then I'll decide what to do from there.